What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back talking that real boxing-ish with the boxing clinic. You know, let's enter that shit. And the WBA ordered Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz. Now, if you don't know the backdrop on this story, it's basically like this. Luis Ortiz versus Vladimir Klitschko was ordered. Luis Ortiz was the number one contender. Vladimir Klitschko asked out of respect, because Joshua brought the more money and the more respect, to let Ortiz to step aside and let Joshua and Klitschko happen. So Ortiz agreed. I guess they paid him. They had an agreement. So, when Klitschko got knocked out, they was talking about a rematch. But, Ortiz versus, the winner, which was Joshua, came before a rematch. So the WBA was trying to pull a fast one. Now that Klitschko retired, now Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua can't hide nowhere. So now the WBA is now finding their balls and now saying that it's time for Anthony Joshua to fight Luis Ortiz. They got 30 days to negotiate the fight, or I guess, Joshua will be stripped. And, either Ortiz has to fight somebody else or he'll be handed the title. And let's get into it. I don't give a fuck about Wilder and Ortiz no more. Fuck that fight. I want to see Ortiz and Anthony Joshua. I want them to come to the table and make an agreement and have this fight happen, man. Anthony Joshua, made a deal with this man. Find your nuts and fight him. You supposed to be the best. You think you the best. Fight the man. Period. And I know people saying, well, I knew Deontay Wilder wasn't going to do it. Wilder was ready to fight him. Win, lose, or draw. He was confident he wanted to fight him. All y'all said, well, he wouldn't do it. But meanwhile, all y'all Anthony Joshua and UK fans and some American fans knew damn well Anthony Joshua wasn't going to fight Luis Ortiz. And once he gets stripped or he vacates his belt, which more likely he's going to get stripped, and y'all going to try to spin it where, Pulev was a bigger fight. He was a better draw in the UK. The fuck out of here. Either way, he got stripped and he gave up his belt. And y'all talked all that shit about Canelo Alvarez. And, now y'all gonna give Anthony Joshua a pass as he made a deal and didn't hold up. Eddie Hearn can't pull that damn David Copperfield shit out his ass right now and do shit because Luis Ortiz is threatening to sue the WBA even when the Klitschko rematch was on the floor through the Muhammad Ali Act, which protects boxers as well in the sport. So at the end of the day, fuck Wilder and Luis Ortiz. And Al Heyman knows that right now. He's probably stalling them fucking talks right now and saying, why, have two of my horses take each other out when they both can get a shot at Anthony Joshua and get a damn near payday, and it puts more money in Al Heyman's pocket. So ain't that the smart move to do right there? So, fuck or Wilder or Ortiz. I don't give a shit. They can have Wilder and Stavern on the undercard and Ortiz and Joshua. They can even do it at Vegas with Wilder and Joshua at the bill. It should pull. Put it on free NBC, Fox. I'm pretty sure they'll eat Joshua up. And Wilder on the same card, and they could potentially market and put them in the same ring for a big unification fight. It makes sense. Fuck Wilder and Ortiz and Barclays Center. They could scrap that shit right now. And they couldn't find a network for Stavern and Wilder. Now they have a platform to put them on there. And then if Sean Porter want to come around and fight on another card, he can fight as the opening card. You have a three-header right there. Televised card. Sean Porter versus, who gives a fuck. Stavern, Wilder, and then Joshua and Ortiz on the top of the bill. And at the end of the day, you got a big marketing and big promotion right there of, three good heavyweights, and fuck Stavern and Sean Porter get some shine as well. Or you can put that Danny Garcia, Luis Collazo thing on there. And everybody get paid and everybody happy. It'll probably be pay-per-view in the UK. Y'all dumb motherfuckers will probably buy it. And it is what it is. But you UK Anthony Joshua fans is like, a little virgin girl or a little teenage girl that got some good penis for the first time, and she drunk and love him. She crazy. She dick happy. She just, no matter what that guy does, she just love him to death because the penis game was right. That's how Anthony Joshua fans is with the UK. He can do no wrong. If he drops his title tomorrow or gets stripped, y'all gonna try to spin it. Well, Pulev is a bigger draw. Y'all more knowledgeable than that. Y'all some of the best fight fans in the world and some of the stupidest ones at the same time. Y'all know Luis Ortiz is a better fight than Pulev wherever the fuck it happens. If it happened in fucking Cardiff, Wales, the O2 Arena, Miami, wherever the fuck it happened, Barclays, and understand with, Luis Ortiz not being a pool in America. That's why you put Wilder and you got that Vegas, already secured. Or, Ortiz might be getting pulled in South Florida and Miami, where it's a huge Cuban population and it's a nice little Latino population there as well. But like I said, man, period. It's time to put up or shut up. And they gonna try to keep the IBF. And I told you guys months ago, Anthony Joshua was gonna do this shit, get stripped or give it up. I'm glad Vladimir Klitschko, left him with a last retreat. Didn't give him the payday, but he exposed him. And he's going to expose Anthony Joshua for being the punk bitch, Eddie Hearn being the punk bitch that he is. Period. They some hoe-ass motherfuckers. And now when he gets stripped or he get his belt up, I don't hear nothing from y'all motherfuckers. I don't want to know how y'all spin it, how y'all do it. I'm happy the WBA is stepping up and finding their balls and doing what a real sanctioned body is supposed to do and keeping their word with Luis Ortiz. Now, let's have this Ortiz-Joshua shit happen. And I want to see how it ends. You know, this your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.